lifetime for a high school soccer star. He was in the process of winning his state championship, but at the very same time, his mother was suffering a deadly stroke in the stands. Her last wish? Don't tell my son.
Hiroyo Klink, he is so dangerous.
It was the most exciting game of this high school student's life. Hiroyo Klink scored the game-tying goal. Then he goes on to score another goal, followed by a penalty kick, bringing home Hawaii's state championship title. Tears of joy rolled down the face of the 17-year-old. It was the single greatest moment of his life.
It was a great feeling to represent our school this way.
But in a matter of minutes, those tears turned to sobs. Leo was consumed by a crushing grief. It turns out that during the game, Leo's mother, 52-year-old Hiroyo Klink, suffered a stroke in the stands. But she insisted that no one tell her son.
She said, do not tell Leo. Absolutely do not tell Leo. It was a tough call. If you knew Hiroyo, you would just know how much she loved Leo. Even in her condition, she's thinking the best for her boy.
It was the ultimate sacrifice, and because of her selfless act, Leo went on to win the game. It was only after the game was over that he learned the terrible news.
It was like one of the worst, it was the worst news of my life.
He was crying because of joy at the time, and so he had some tears in his eyes, and then utter heartbreak.
At the hospital, Leo's proud mom learned her son had won the big game.
That was the last thing she was told, and then she had a last smile on her face.
He arrived just in time to say goodbye before his devoted mom passed away. At her funeral, hundreds of people turned out to pay respects, including her son's teammates, the newly crowned state champs. Leo's father spoke, and he used the occasion to ask mourners to recognize the signs of stroke.
Dial 911, because every precious moment counts.
Leo misses his mother terribly, but will always be grateful for her final act of love that let him win the state championship.
I think what she did was the right decision. It was her last memory, and it was a great memory.
And if you don't know the signs of stroke, think fast. Face, can the person smile or does their face droop? Arms, ask them to raise their arms. Does one fall downward? Speak, can they repeat a simple phrase without slurring? And T for time. If you see any of these signs, phone 911 immediately.